All right, I hope that little Facebook gave you a little insight of what 2131 is about. If you don't know what 2131 is, it's our ministry to college age individuals. And we mainly meet on Sunday nights about this time. We're all meeting in here now. Got a big group of them here. We've cooked some chili. We think it's a blue ribbon. Hope everybody else does too. Ours was cooked on a Coleman stove, so we should get bonus points. We cooked it up in the 2131 building before we came down here. But Sunday nights is our main time to meet. We meet a lot of other times. Some of these guys and girls, they meet all Sunday afternoon. They'll come out here to the building starting sometimes at 1 o'clock. You're leaving church, they're showing up at church. And I'll come out here and they're studying for some test or writing some paper, or they're playing a video game or just texting anonymous people on their iPhone. So a lot of times our facility up there, the 2131 building, is used all Sunday afternoon and sometimes into Monday morning. I think there's probably been a few times we've stayed till after midnight on Sunday night. So it's very utilized, and it's a place for them to hang out, to study, or just to have fun. I kind of wrote down some of the things we did this year as far as Bible study goes. I try to be real strategic on what we're studying in the Bible, something that's really affecting them right now. We kind of cranked out the year with starting on friendship, and we kind of broke down Jonathan and David's relationship, and really, what it takes to be a good friend, and how to have friends, and doing it from a biblical perspective. Then you've probably seen some stuff up there. We did a whole Bible study on spiritual warfare. You've seen the little terminology, hokahay. That's a secret between me and the group, and it has a deep meaning, but you can ask one of them what it means. But we kind of broke down the spiritual warfare and putting on the spiritual armor of God. We spent, I don't know how many weeks, but we took each piece of the armor and broke down what it means to put it on and to use it, and we talked about that. We did a dinner and a movie. I don't know how many of y'all have seen the movie Soul Surfer, but I think we spent 3 or 4 weeks. We watched the movie Soul Surfer and then pulled out the biblical concepts going on in that movie. It was a good movie if you hadn't seen it. Brother Larry's got my copy if you want to borrow it from him. He hasn't given it back yet. And then we've been in the middle of SHAPE right now. I know some other groups in our church have done SHAPE, and we've been kind of doing that as well. We're kind of stuck in the Christmas season of SHAPE right now. But we've done a lot of fun stuff as well. We went and floated the Spring River. We call it Church on the River, where we actually do have kind of a church service on the banks of the river. This year we kind of had several church services. We had kind of a morning devotional and an evening devotional every time we were there. We went and did a little more challenging river this year, the Spring River. I see lots of people that went, and y'all all made it back safely, so y'all did great. But that's been a fun event. We did that this year. What else did we do? Oh, we had a treasure hunt. This kind of kicked off our summer. I buried some treasures somewhere in Union County. That's the only thing they knew. Each week I would give them some clues of where it was at, and they went everywhere looking for it. Can't believe nobody got arrested. I witnessed them on the courthouse bushes one night. They're like, I think it's at the courthouse. And I drove by there, did a few circles, and I seen them in the bushes. But Brittany Norwood and Devin Foote, they finally found it. It was buried in Brother Larry's front yard the whole time. So they finally found it. We played Rabbit. Some of you older folks might remember Rabbit of the CB radio days of you went in your cars and you played hide and go seek in your vehicles. Well, we had a Rabbit night where we played hide and go seek, but now in the days of cell phones and text messaging, we give clues of where you're hiding by text message. And we had a lot of first-time Rabbit players, and I think they enjoyed it. We've done a lot of service stuff. We go to the BCM at least once or twice a semester in SAU. We've been to UAM, but we've been just going to SAU. And we actually served the college crowd over there a meal before their Tuesday night service. It used to be Wednesday, now it's Tuesday. And Otha Hawkins kind of, heads that up. We jump in there and help him. Every time I go over there, I tell them that Otha is our youngest college-age person that shows up, but he's a big help. We have a Christmas scavenger hunt every year. This is kind of how we support the benevolent team. And these guys and girls, the first year I gave like each item a point. Like a can of green beans is worth 5 points. A frozen turkey was worth 100 points, and they would just come to your house and not even knock on the door sometimes, but head to your refrigerator, freezer, and your cupboard and try to rob you of all your canned goods and stuff. But it's amazing. Last year I set up a set of scales like you guys and some girls would hang a deer on to see how much it would weigh, and I did it by poundage, and I don't know how many hundreds of pounds of food we went and Thomas is telling me like 600 pounds total, but it was unreal. But I made it a competition, but they really get into it, and it's really a way for us to support the benevolent team, and we really help a lot of families out every year during that. That's kind of our Christmas party, is we do a Christmas scavenger hunt, you know, whereas we're supposed to be having fun, but we actually go out and give to others, so it's a good deal. These guys and girls, you know, when it comes to serving, they help out anywhere. They'll jump in and help you. I've been stuck in the woods, and a couple of the guys have come and pulled me out of the mud before, so they're willing to help out anywhere. When you think of El Dorado or Parkers Chapel or Union County, a lot of people tell me, you know, well, that's not a college town. You know, they're like, you do college ministry? I was like, yeah. They're like, well, that's not a college town. You know, there's not a university here. And that may be what your thoughts are, that's not a college town. But I'm here to tell you that there is tons of this age individual in our midst. Everywhere I go, every day, that's what I think about. You know, I go to eat at Wendy's, I see college-age people. I drive around town, I see college-age people. We're a college-age town. I mean, I'm looking out the crowd here. I see people from UAM, SAU, South Art, SAU Tech in Camden. I also see some of them that are just working. I mean, they're not in school, they're just working. So we have a lot of this college age people in our midst, you know, anywhere from 18 to 28. Everybody do the math, you're like, man, 10 years in college? Well, if I showed you my high school diploma and my college diploma, you'd be like, yeah, I guess you could be 28 and still be in college. You could do the math on those two. But we have a lot of that age people around us. And as a church, I don't think we should be content with just reaching the few in Parkers Chapel or a few at there, you know. I'm not content. I want to be able to reach more and more and more of them. We got a good group, and we reach a lot of people, probably better than any church in Union County, but I'm not content reaching just a few. I want to reach the masses. So that's what Jesus told us to do. That's what I want to do.
Thank you, Brent.